Hi, ladies. Hi, gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of the Linda Ogweno Political Show. In this show, we purpose to increase the number of women participating in the political process, and for the ones who are vying, we purpose to increase the number of successful candidates in Kenya. We are doing this through teaching women about politics and the political process in Kenya. Welcome. Today, we want to look at the topic of why join politics. We also want to look at some of the advantages that come with being a politician, and we also want to look at some of the disadvantages that come with being a politician. So what is your why? What is influencing you as a woman to get into politics and the political field? As we had discussed in our previous episode, politics is about acquisition of power. And once you get this power, then you use it to influence decisions. So some people get into politics to bring change to their community. There's probably something about their community that is a challenge. And so they want to get this power so that they can be able to address this challenge. So is this your reason? The other reason why people join politics or why people are attracted to politics in Kenya is because of the lucrative salary. Politicians in Kenya are better paid compared to other career people. And so this attracts some people into it. Other people as well have amassed a lot of wealth and may want to be on the decision-making table to influence how their wealth is protected. There are people who are also attracted to adrenaline and like environment that challenges their intellectual capacity. And so they get into politics because politics is about that. So let's go to your why. In my opinion, your why is the most important thing. Your why gets to influence each and every other decision that you will make as a candidate, and even once you are already successful as a candidate. When you're faced with difficult decision, your why will help you make such decisions. For example, your why will influence the political party that you join. Your why is going to influence the position that you're going to vie for. In our previous episode, we had mentioned and talked about the different positions that are there that you can vie for in Kenya today. So for you to decide this is the position I'm going to vie for, your why will influence it. Your why is going to influence your political campaign team. Who is going to be in that team? The strategy that you're going to use. That which you want to be known for. The people you may probably want to associate yourself with either as mentors or just as your support team. How you dress, places you'll go looking for votes, all this will be influenced by your why. In politics, you're going to face several difficult decisions, and you may need to go back to your why and draw out your intention for having even sought that position in the very first place for it to help you make that decision. Allow me to share a personal experience. When I was vying in towards election day, some members of my campaign team really tried to push me to give people tokens, or like it's known in Kenya, a bribe or a handout on the voting day. We all know that this is illegal. But we also know that in Kenya, this happens. I turned down this. And at that point, the reason why I turned it down is because it was not aligned to who I am as a person, my ethos and my values. And I remember sharing with my team members that let people vote for me, for that which I have done, and for having campaigned and looking and lobbying for votes. But should they not find me a suitable candidate, then let me also lose honorably. fast forward, or later on, I got to find out that one person from my team was actually a mole. And so had I gone with their decision and trusted them to implement it, then I would have been disqualified as a candidate. So when I was faced with that difficult decision, it is my why that helped me through it. So you'll be faced with difficult decisions in the campaign trail. And when you're a successful candidate, when you're now exercising your duties, you will also be faced with difficult decisions. You should be able to go back to your why. What drove me to go for this position in the very first place? To help you navigate through those challenges. So let's go into what are some of the good things. Why be a politician? As I've said, one of the good things about being a politician is you actually get an opportunity to serve your people. You get an opportunity to bring a change in your society. I've also said that politicians are paid well. So one of the good things about politics in Kenya is the high salary, allowances, and even pension at the end of your tenure. The other good thing about politics is networking and traveling. In politics, you get to meet so many people. And as a politician, you get avenues and opportunity to travel to different areas of the country and even of the world. So your social capital gets to increase immensely. Politics as well in Kenya does not have high educational requirements. For example, in Kenya, for you to be a governor, you don't even need to have a degree. And so because of that, politics attracts a vast number of people. And getting in that career, in that playing field, is not so difficult. When it comes to experience that is asked when you're doing other jobs or when you're applying for other jobs, you're asked, you should be having this number of years of experience. That is not the case in politics. The nature of the job itself is also not intensive, manually intensive. For example, you don't get to carry boxes, it is not manually intensive. As a politician, you're required to speak and to articulate the issues of your people. So if you look at it from that front as well, then it's a lucrative career. And like every other thing that has a good side, there's equally a bad side or a negative side. One of them is fame. And fame is also double-edged. It's a good thing, but it also comes with its negative side. As a politician, your life is public. People know everything about you. Anything that you say, every move that you make is being recorded. So you don't have privacy. And that can be a challenge as well. Politics as well, ladies and gentlemen, is a very insecure career. We know of politicians who have lost their lives, either on the campaign trail or as successful candidates. And there's a lot of violence in that space, especially in Kenya. There's so much hooliganism. And we're also living in the day and age of cyberbullying. There's a lot of that in politics. And unfortunately, this can also be meted to your family members. That's not very good. Some of the decisions that you make as a politician also can affect people negatively. You can make a decision that will lead or can lead to the loss of lives. And that is a repercussion that is not so good. Politics is also very involving in terms of your time. You needed in this function, you needed to go there, you needed to go there, you need to make this decision, you need to think here, you need to do that. Because of that, your work-life balance becomes a challenge. Because of that, you can get exhausted, either mentally or even physically. Politics is also a highly financially dependent career. And so it can also exhaust you as far as finances is concerned. And unfortunately, if you are not a successful candidate, the repercussion of that could be immense as well. So today, ladies and gentlemen, we tackled the why join politics, some of the advantages that come with being a politician, and some of the disadvantages that come with being a politician in Kenya today. Would you comment and let us know what are some of the things or some of the experiences that you've had as far as this topic is concerned? And also, you could also mention, how then do we make it better? Till next time, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining in, and see you.